Hello, everyone out in YouTube land. This is Bagger Don at Stock Market Caddy. Today is December 28th. December 28th. We hope everyone had a great Christmas. We had an outstanding Christmas. We're going to have a great new year, and we can't wait to get started for the new year. I wanted to show you something. For the last several videos that we've made, or maybe more so, we always had a default. Our settings were 5, 3, and 1 minute. So, for instance, the 1 minute ES contract just went long 44 minutes ago. It's up 625, went off at 148. It's moderating, so you probably want to take your profit now. And the rest of them are set. Let's look at the Russell. Let's just skip for a minute the NQ. We look at the Russell, the 1 minute, 45 minutes ago. It's up 630, a little moderation. You might want to take your profit now. The YM, what a trading vehicle that's been today. We made 600 short. We made 5 or 600 long. We made 5 or 600 short. Now we're making another 5 or 600 right here. You'd want to take your profit now. Okay, it's moving into chop. Chop is the nemesis of an active trader. Chop. It's sideways action and it's just choppy. You want to get the advances, and most people don't know how to do it. And actually, visually, it's just about impossible to do. We have this machined. But one of the things that we do, you look at the NQ. It's at 10. It's at 5, and it's at 3. We don't have 5, 3, 1. Look at the 3 minute. It has been long for 13 3-minute segments. So that's been long since 157. The time is 2:31. It's up $670. It is moderating, so you might want to take your bread. But we look over here, since 4 a.m., this is the trade count. She's only had 2 trades long and 2 trades short. You can see here 13 and 15, 12 and 12, 11 and 12. We had a lot more trades on the 1 minute time frame of the Russell and the YM, but Swing Machine was able to handle that kind of volatility for those markets. The NQ was trading way too fast, and we were able to pick up on that. It was trading before we even got in our seat this morning. Since 4 a.m. she was trading way too fast. So what we had to do was to adjust the resolution, if you will. And so what happens, folks, is when the markets get really, really fast, most retail traders pick up their frequency, and they get really, really fast. They might even go from a 15-minute chart down to a 5-minute chart, and then they start trading more, and they get all chopped up and all angry and all upset. You're supposed to do exactly the opposite. When the markets get really, really volatile, and the markets get an increased range and pick up speed, we actually use the same technology that you're looking at now, but we slow it down. How do we slow it down? We back up the resolution. We actually use larger time frames so we don't get as many trades. And on our price charts, we increase brick sizes and box sizes. Now, we just don't do that willy-nilly. We have a process for doing that, and we use the technology to help us do that. But we get fewer trades, but we get more meaningful trades. The example I give is, I give a couple of examples. One is a trading example. If you're trading a $20 stock and it's trading with a spread of just pennies, okay, fine. But if you're trading Amazon and the spread is widening, going from 2, and then if you don't know what a spread is, it's the difference between the bid and the ask. If it's normal on Amazon might be $5, but if it got a spread of $10 or $20, I mean, you may want to trade Amazon on a penny, but you just can't do it. You may not be able to do it at $2 or $3. So you have to widen the aperture widen the aperture of the swing machine in the charts that we're looking at so we get the correct resolution. The other example that I give is at a football game. If the game is really, really slow and everything's happening, between as everything's happening in the middle of the field between the 40 and the 40, and you're on the 50-yard line, you can probably see all the action you need to see right there middle of the field. But if the ball game is going from one end to the other end to the other end to the back and forth, you're probably missing half the game because you may have great seats to see the cheerleaders and the ball players, but you're too close to the action. So you have to go back up into the stands. And you might even do this. Give up those choice seats and go up into the stands so you can see the whole ball field. Now the problem is, though, you can see the whole ball field, but you can't really see the action. And that's when you break out your binoculars. And you start changing the aperture. And then you tell your wife or your girlfriend you're watching the ball game and you're back to watching the cheerleader. No, that's another story. But in any case, that's what you need to do at a dynamic level within the market. You just can't sit down, plop your butt down, and just think that there's nothing to do. You got to make adjustments. And here at Stock Market Caddy, we have the technology, we have the programs, and that's just one of the things that we teach real time so that we have great trading days, day in and day out. And now isn't this a beautiful thing? Let's just, before we wrap up, here's the 1 minute. $700, one trade. The NQ on a 3 minute, 820, beautiful. The Russell, 770. The YM, 675. One contract. And how old are those trades? On a 1 minute, 50 minutes. 50 minutes ago, 51 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago, and then on the 3 minute, 45 minutes ago. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't care. Was it a tweet? Was it a CNBC this? Who cares? That's nonsense. You can't trade off of that crap. I'm Baggett on at StockMarketCaddy.com. Feel free to give me a call. I'm happy. This is our passion. This is what we do day in and day out, week in, week out. When the volatility is high, it's great. When the volatility is low, it's a little bit harder. But we're here all the time. We were doing this back in July and August when you guys were on vacation, and that's all right. But this is what we do. We don't give specific recommendations to buy or sell. We are a mentoring site of like-minded individuals that maybe are doing other things but want to put their money to work and take control over this part of their life. So when you join us, what you're paying for is an education and to belong to a private club, because that's what we are. We're a private educational club. Now, we don't accept everyone. We don't. Try me. And if you do plan on joining, I really want to talk to each person. I want to give them a hall pass. I want you to spend some time with me. I want to show you in further detail what the swing machine's all about. So if you want to schedule that hall pass and you want to talk to me, call me. 813-758-8263. 813-758-8263. I am happy to talk with anyone. If you're serious about your trading, and what we're interested in doing is not getting a percentage return on whatever small amount or big amount of money. We're interested in a profit factor. We need to come into the markets each and every day and get some base hits, some doubles, right? It's like a ball game, baseball game. Another analogy, you got to get hits. You got to get men on base. You got to score. Day in, day out. We're not looking for the big score. We don't have to win 15-0 every single day. 3-1, 2-1, 4-1. That's good. So feel free. Also, after the first of the year, we are going to have some price increases, not for our existing members. Our existing members We promise them for however long we're doing this, which we've been doing it now for years. We hope to be doing it for years to come. We will never increase their prices. We return the favor. Their loyalty is returned with, so we hold their pricing steadfast, but we keep increasing the value. So if we've talked with you, if you've got a hall pass and you're thinking about doing this, or you haven't, thought about it, you might want to talk to us like today. I'm not sure when January 1 is. I don't know if that's Monday or Tuesday, but on January 2nd, our prices will be going up on the website. So, New Year's resolution, I want to get a jump on it. And we do have something we call the Jump Start program. It's a 3-month commitment for you and for us. And I can promise you one thing. If you work half as hard as I do for you, you will learn a ton. And you will have fun. I can't promise you you'll make money. I think you will. But you will learn a ton. And that's what you're paying for. I'm Bag It On, Stock Market Caddy. Give me a call anytime. Thanks, and Happy New Year.